May 28th, 2025. This is DC Action News, reporting bravely and boldly every Wednesday from the center of the multiverse. I'm Alex Jaffe. Our top story? The sun has risen. After a month of the evil cyclopean star Solaris locking our planet in its orbit, Stag Industries mounted Operation Rexplosion, launching Metamorpho on a sacrificial mission to destroy the tyrant sun that replaced our own. By using his elemental powers to transmute into pure hydrogen, catalyzing a fusion reaction which immolated Solaris from within, Metamorpho birthed a brand new yellow sun for our solar system. Astronomers have designated this new star Sol 2. As for our hero of the day, Stag Industries founder Simon Stagg has called on the public for a letter-writing campaign to save Metamorpho. In more celestial news, intelligence on the front lines of the Flash War on the Moon have gleaned the intentions of the amalgamate entity of Eclipso and a baby Speed Force, the Heliophage. The apotheosized Wrath of God's intention appears to be locking the Moon in a geosynchronous orbit with Earth and the Sun, which would keep our planet in a state of permanent eclipse. The Heliophage would harvest the long, drawn-out human deprivation and suffering that would result from depriving humanity of the Sun for its own gain. DC Action News asked Mr. Terrific about the efficacy of this plan. His answer, unrepeatable for public broadcast, was dubious in sentiment. In business, Lex Luthor has been taken back to prison after claiming sole responsibility for his rampant XL clone with Kryptonian superpowers, leaving Mercy Graves in control once again of Supercorp. Superman, skeptical of the blame shifting, has responded by disavowing any connection to the company following the XL incident and the clone's execution by Luthor. Stock in Supercorp, for the moment, remains stable. In Star City, billionaire Oliver Queen announced the founding of the Brenda Gordon Environmental Group, named for the departed mother of one of the freshwater community residents who had been hunting corporate targets as the freshwater killer. Gordon was one of many poisoned to death by contaminants in freshwater's water basin. The new group's mission statement is to rebuild freshwater and clear the polluted basin, giving them a fresh start. This report comes after discovery that Queen's former company, Horton Chemical, was found responsible under his leadership for establishing the construction which would poison the community in the first place, with Queen's name at the top of the freshwater killer's hit list. The environmental group is expected to bring in additional investors from Horton Chemical and Associates, as much in penitence as self-preservation. It seems that in Star City, as long as it's ultimately for a good cause, terrorism works. We go now to Absolute Alex Jaffe for further reporting on Earth Alpha. Thank you, Alex Prime. In Middleton, 24 unhoused people were burned alive in one night by 24 strangers. The killers all claimed an unexplainable, irresistible urge to commit these murders, frequently linked to hallucinatory breaks from reality. The following night, more Middleton residents began burning down their own homes and property throughout the city. These fires most recently culminated in a convergence of Middleton citizens firebombing the Sunnyside Hotel, the city's largest homeless shelter. As the FBI investigates, possible causes range from an invading extraterrestrial psychic plague to the influence of violent comic books. In lighter news, Gateway City has been overrun by hostile mechanical spiders, heralded by a recorded maddening cry of the tetracide beast. We suspect this attack to be some method to attract the Wonder Woman's attention. If so, the effort has been a success, as the Hell Witch promptly arrived to respond. This is what passes on Earth Alpha for lighter news. Back to you. Thank you, Absolute Alex. In Deaths and Resurrections this week, we welcome back Airwave, whose previously reported murder by Gorilla Grodd was apparently premature. Instead, Grodd and his Legion of Doom have channeled Airwave's ability to transform into tachyon particles to turn him into the Time Gun, which has allowed them to scatter the Justice League across time. We're receiving reports from our own altered past records that the tachyonic Airwave has reconstituted its own form across time, aiding the time-scattered Justice League from the distant past to our own unstable future to return the team to the Watchtower. It's uncertain at this time whether these developments make up for Airwave betraying the Justice League to Gorilla Grodd to begin with. Congratulations, Airwave, and the Justice League as a whole. Lastly, for this week, we go now to Harvey Firestorm with the hush-hush on the Riddler's new look.
Harvey Firestorm here, with tragic news out of Gotham. Tonight, we mourn the passing of an icon. With a heavy heart, I'm sorry to announce, Twink Death has come for the Riddler. Gone is the unitard that, for a guy who likes riddles, left very little to the imagination. And instead, we have the first ever raincoat that comes with a free supply of creatine cut with venom. So bowler hats off to you, Mr. Nigma, deciding for the first time in your life to not dress like a man who actively wants to be punched in the crotch and face in that order. That's right, Riddler is building gains, and he's got them Rock Lee arm weights to prove it. Between that and the spiked fist gloves, how's Batman gonna solve riddles when he's getting a concussion punched into him? But to show he hasn't strayed too far from his besuited roots, he's still sporting a suit and tie underneath that raincoat. How far you think that goes? Does he have loafers on inside the combat boots? And if the clothing and cane aren't enough question mark iconography for you, Riddler has decided to partake in one of Gotham's most hallowed traditions, crashing out on Park Row and getting a questionable tattoo. So, what do I think of Riddler's new face ink? All I'll say is, congratulations, Jessica Cruz, you're officially a trendsetter. So watch out, Gotham, and stay out of Kanan range. Back to you, Alex.
And that's all the news on our Prime Earth. We'll be back next week. For DC Action News, this is Alex Jaffe, and your day has now been saved. For more on these developing stories, read Metamorpho, the Element Man number 6, The Flash number 21, Superman number 26, Green Arrow number 24, Justice League Unlimited number 6, Absolute Wonder Woman number 8, Absolute Martian Manhunter number 3, and Batman number 160. DC Action News was created by Alex Jaffe and is produced by Alex Jaffe and Esper Quinn. Additional voices by Ben Kahn. This is a listener-supported broadcast. Your contributions to patreon.com/DC Action News keep us running. To get involved with DC Action News, you can write to us at dcactionnews@gmail.com. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast do not necessarily reflect those of DC or Warner Brothers Discovery, nor should they be read as confirmation or denial of future DC plans. Never stop reading comics.